Pagbati listeners! Ayan, welcome to our third episode and things are going to get more exciting. Hindi ba guys?
Woo! Grabe!
Ayan. So sa previous episodes natin, no, talagang non-stop ang ating balitaktakan sa kung ano nga ba ang museums. No? Specifically for episode 1, sinubukan nating i-define kung ano nga ba ito, kung ano nga ba yung gampanin nito sa ating lipunan. And for the second episode, talagang a little spicier, no? Kasi museum politics talaga ang ating bet. Okay, now for this episode, siguro take a step back lang tayo and let us widen our perspective so that we can also talk about not just museums, no? But also cultural heritage in general.
Yes.
Kaya naman,
ating buksan
Ungkatin,
at siyasatin, ito ang
Tokador, a museum podcast.
Alright, pagbati ulit everyone and welcome to our third episode. Again, I am Ja, your facilitator, and I am with...
Hello everyone, I am Jim.
Hi, I'm Bea.
Alright, sige. Like what we mentioned nga, diba, super exciting na mga pag-uusapan natin for this episode. Pero siguro, let's start with something personal, no? Yan muna ang question natin. Ano ba yung question natin? Ano yung pagmamay-ari mo?
Wow.
Ay, baka ibang ari. Charot na siya. No, ano yung pagmamay-ari mo na pinaka-iniingatan mo?
Okay.
Well, for me, ang pinaka-iniingatan ko is yung, kasi mahilig ako sa textile na mga gamit talaga from Cordillera. So, pinaka-favorite ko yung nabili ko sa Sagada, Sagada Weaving, yung color green na na shoulder bag. So, I think yun yung isa sa pinaka-iniingatan ko kasi very intricate yung pagkakagawa niya. Tapos hindi siya pwedeng i-washing machine. So, talagang ingatan. Yes.
So, I guess that means hindi mo siya madalas ginagamit, Jim.
Well, actually, ginagamit ko pa rin naman siya.
Okay.
Madalas. Pero,
Okay.
marami akong bag na pinagpapalit-palit.
Right.
Pero, that's something
Mas extra ingat talaga.
kapag nasa labas.
Okay,
Yes.
that's nice. Okay, how about you, B?
Ako naman, nung 18th birthday ko kasi,
Devu.
diba? Niregaluhan ako ng parents ko ng bracelet,
Oh.
gold bracelet. So, ayun naman.
So, mataas ang sentimental value mo
Yes,
dyan.
gold bracelet. Malay mo, mapunta na siya sa Ayala. Diba?
Wag naman, unless ibenta mo, B.
Oo nga.
Diba?
True.
Siguro in very, very long time from now.
Wow.
Magaling kumukunik ka sa second episode. That's just yung
kumakulit
pricing.
tayo sa
Ang
pricing. Diba? Little throwback lang para ma-remind tayo sa kung ano nga ba yung pinag-usapan. Pero ayun, sige, moving forward. Katulad nga ng mga nabanggit ninyo, mga belongings ninyo. Talagang, syempre, mataas yung value niyan para sa inyo kung economic man or sentimental value man. No? Katulad nga nung nasabi mo, B, kanina, galing sa parents mo. So, syempre, pinapahalagahan mo talaga ng bonggang-bongga yan. Pero, of course, itong mga bagay na to, kailangan natin siyang ingatan.
True.
No? And I guess that is the reason why I'm asking you guys this question. Kasi it's very much related to our discussion on heritage.
Okay.
Alright, so on the topic of heritage nga, siguro maganda na ma-define muna natin kung ano nga ba ang heritage for ating listeners, no?
Okay.
Sige, I guess we can start with B. Ano bang thoughts mo about heritage?
Siguro ito yung pinapamana na knowledge or siguro mga cultural objects na pinapahalagaan noon pa.
Yun.
Yes, ako rin. Tama. Yan rin naman yung definition ko. Pamana. Basically.
Pamana.
Yung parang pinaka-direct translation ng heritage,
Yeah.
di ba?
Oo.
So, pwede siyang nahahawakan or hindi nahahawakan.
Ayun.
Ayun. Pinapass on from generation to generation.
Napunto nyo yun, guys. So, kasi I think napunto nyo talaga yung dalawang central characteristics of what heritage is, no? Una na nga dyan, ay pwede siyang nahahawakan o hindi nahahawakan, yung tinatawag nga nating tangible and intangible heritage. And yung second important characteristic naman ay yung natukoy yung succession, no?
Yeah.
Pinapamana siya, handed
True.
down from one generation to another. Now, talking about that, no, siguro mag-focus tayo doon yung sa successive aspect ng heritage. Siyempre, kung successive nga siya, kailangan tumagal siya ng mahabang panahon.
True.
So, anong dapat nating gawin kung ganon?
Well, proper storage,
Okay.
diba? Proper storage. Tapos, kailangan yung, kunyari, yung sa akin nga, diba, bag weaving siya. Instead of laundry, kailangan toothbrush. Very
Ganon.
intricate yung paglinis.
Ang
Yes, yun
ingat,
yung,
ang busisi.
yan, tinanong ko siya actually dun sa binilhan ko. Kailangan toothbrush talaga.
Wow.
Para hindi untangle yung,
Oo.
yung mga sinulid. Yan.
Kasi yung
So,
ibang bag, di ba, parang ang dali niya matastas.
Oo.
Pero, yun, I think that's good that you asked that, Jim, kung paano nga siya linisin.
And I think iba't ibang artifacts, may iba't ibang ways to properly clean, di ba?
That's right, no? How about you, B?
Aside from handling and proper handling and maintenance, yun nga, balikan natin yung storage. So, for objects like, kunwari, paintings, for textiles, yun nga nasabi ni Jim,
Right.
ancient books, ganyan. Kailangan silang itago sa mga places like yung archives or yung mga glass containers para ma-regulate yung temperature,
Right,
diba?
oo.
At para rin maprotektahan yung mga objects na to from elements like dust, yung rain,
True,
sunlight.
diba? And I believe yung iba pong artifacts ay, di ba sabi mo glass? Yung iba bulletproof
Oo, totoo.
glass,
Grabe,
right?
diba?
Grabe.
Para kasi, syempre, very, very culturally significant. Tapos, I guess yung economic value din niya.
Kaya
diba?
mataas din.
Oh,
Kaya
kaya
kailangan
ingatan talaga.
bonggang-bongga, 'di ba? Siguro very relevant yung mga nabanggit ninyo for these artifacts, no. Na sabihin natin mas maliliit, no, na kaya siyang hawakan. Ayan na, para siyang kaya mahawakan pero kayang dalhin kumbaga. Kaya talagang mabusisi din talaga yung protection for that.
True.
Pero paano kung yung tinuturing natin na heritage ay mas malaki pa sa atin? Tandaan natin, heritage could be an object as small as a stone, as a pebble, but
Yes.
heritage could also be a big building.
Oh,
Diba?
yeah.
It's an infrastructure.
Actually.
So, how do we protect that? Diba? Any thoughts from you guys?
Well, I guess, ang unang pumasok sa isip ko is policies. Yeah.
Policies, yeah.
Policies. Siyempre, yung pag mas malaki yung bagay, like a building, siyempre, hindi lang naman isang tao yung nagmamay-ari niya. So, policies and proper maintenance,
Yeah.
administration of the building, kung nagagamit man siya or hindi nagagamit. So,
Right. Oo. Well, I agree, no? Kasi, to be fair, yung pagsiset out naman ng policies and yung systems for maintenance and preservation or conservation, relevant din naman yan for little or smaller museum artifacts. No? Siguro, talagang kapag in-enact na talaga siya for like infrastructures or bigger than human objects, talagang mas mahigpit na, mas challenging. How about you, B?
Siguro pagpapalawig lang dun sa sinabi ni Jim on policies, pwedeng yung mga policies na to ay nanggagaling sa administration or sa mismong nangangasiwa ng, let's say, a building, ganun. Or pwede ring nanggagaling to sa national institutions.
Right.
Ayun.
yes.
I agree with that, no? So, like, magsisimula rin talaga sa policies, no? Mainam na magsimula doon kasi at least, kung may baseline na on how the maintenance or the preservation is going to go, especially kapag mga infrastructure na
Yeah.
yung pinag-uusapan.
But then again, I think syempre, yung policies na ito, iba pa siya sa enactment.
Definitely.
So,
no?
iba pang process siya. Iba
Yeah.
yung theory and practice.
Exactly.
Kailangan praxis tayo.
Exactly.
The balance of both.
Tama. Kasi ayun din di ba? I think that's the trouble in our country. We write and write laws,
True.
but how do we implement it?
Yes.
Well, now, siguro let's ease into a certain law. Siguro soon to be law. Bill pa lang siya. This year, it was drafted. No? And this is called the Quiapo Heritage Zone. No?
Ooh,
The Quiapo
okay.
Heritage Zone Act. And it's Senate Bill number 2324.
Okay.
Let's dial that number. Hindi, joke lang. Ayun. 2324.
Text now.
Text now. Ayun. Pero yeah, it's a bill number. Actually, it's just drafted within this year. Pero basically, yung goal niya is to make not just the Quiapo Church, guys, It's like the Quiapo Zone. Quiapo Heritage Zone.
Interesting.
So like the
actually.
whole complex is
Yeah.
going to be declared and protected and conserved. Ayan. Restored even in some parts as a heritage site, as a heritage zone.
Okay.
No? Anong thoughts nyo siguro guys dito? Initial thoughts lang muna.
Well, I guess siguro mas magandang mag-delve muna sa ano ba yung Quiapo sa atin.
True.
Ganon.
Oh, maganda
So,
yun. Maganda
Diba?
yun.
So, Quiapo for me is a very populated place.
Yes.
Diba? Maraming tao, maraming
It is.
activities. Diba? Batang Quiapo.
Batang
Quiapo.
Ayun na nga, ayun na nga.
Diba? So, very significant talaga sa atin kasi meron nga teleserye about it,
Oo,
right? Ni
diba?
Coco Martin. So, ayun, 'di ba? Maraming activities, religious and sacrilegious.
Religious. Or like siguro wala sa bounds ng no, Catholicism.
True.
Yes.
How about you, B?
Yun nga, nasabi ni Jim na ang daming activities.
Yes.
For me naman, dahil di Catholic yung family ko, yung pinaka-tumatatak talaga sa akin pag sinabing Quiapo ay yung traffic. Kasi
Ay.
every time na dumadaan
Ay, definitely.
dito, kung nagko-commute, ganyan, sobrang traffic lagi. Dahil nga, sobrang daming tao, ang daming markets, ang daming mga bilihan, mga kainan sa vicinity ng Quiapo Church.
So, paano yun? 'Di ba? Kapag naging heritage zone na siya, a very populated area.
That's
diba?
true.
So,
True.
They would
Yun.
have to limit access, diba?
Mm.
Not just to the church, but like the whole heritage zone.
Oo.
And there's
Yeah.
problem with that. No?
Yes, definitely. Ano yung ano ba yung dahilan? Bakit nila gagawing heritage zone?
Okay. Yung primary dahilan kasi it's a cultural hotspot. No? I mean, more than the human activities, the segmented human activities, it's also like a cultural spot talaga. But again, there's also like a gray area doon kapag tinatawag mong cultural spot. Siguro cultural spot in terms of tourism or like maybe representing the Philippines.
Oo.
Ganon.
Especially as a
The
Catholic
identity.
country.
Yeah.
Predominantly Catholic
Yes,
country.
predominantly Catholic country. That's the main reason, no?
Pero kung ginawa na siyang heritage zone, sabi mo nga, malilimit yung access.
Right.
Nakakaloka yun. Paano yun, te?
Diba?
Yun nga, hotspot of human activities. Tapos, ililimit yung access. So, parang ironic,
Diba?
right?
Yeah.
I guess like in terms of siguro preserving and beautifying, there goes the limitation talaga. Parang kailangan maganda siya, kailangan upkept siya. So in order to do this, kailangan lesser human access.
Yeah.
'Di ba?
Mhm.
Pero siguro their greater challenge there is that how can they reconcile the two? Na parang marami pa rin na pumupunta but at the same time upkept siya as a
Mhm.
heritage site. Inaccessible
Yeah.
heritage site.
That's true.
Ayun na nga. So, in that question, very resounding talaga ito. For example, sa case sa mga manininda doon sa Quiapo, di ba? Kasi pretty sure kapag ginawa na talagang heritage zone, yung
Mhm.
Quiapo, meron lang mga manininda na mapipili dyan. So, meron at merong mawawala ng kabuhayan. Don't you think?
Oo.
Yeah. So, ayun nga, going back to the idea of heritage na kasama dito ay ang intangible culture nga, diba?
Right.
So, siguro pwede mapasok dito yung question kung yung mga yung mga vendors nga, yung mga manghuhula, yung mga nagbebenta ng mga herbal medicines, di ba
Yes.
sila parte ng heritage, na yun?
What makes
Oo.
Quiapo as like a
True.
unique place,
Oo.
diba?
Diba? Kasi possible na once na talaga na siya as a heritage zone, baka, syempre, mas maglilin towards sila dun sa Catholic Church
Yeah.
as the prime area
Mm.
or prime source of heritage.
Right.
Pero,
Especially yung sa Black Nazarene nga.
Oo.
yes,
Oo.
oo. Diba? Very rich, actually. Kasi, hindi ba milyon? Like, thousands of people go there kapag pinaprosesyon
Yeah.
siya.
Oo.
But then again, maraming adjacent na stores na nandun and kainan, di ba? And I remember a certain case na nabasa ko before, yung Dombo Shava Cave sa Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So, this Dombo Shava Cave is a ritual place of the indigenous people there.
Mm-mm.
And there are drawings then. So, na consider siya as parang, how do you say it? Like, ancient drawings, for the lack of a better term.
Yeah.
So, na talaga siya as heritage zone because of those drawings. Not
Right.
because of the rituals.
Oh.
So, nung na talaga siya as heritage zone, pinagbawalan yung rituals doon. So,
Grabe.
nakakaloka, di ba? Para quote-unquote, ma-preserve yung materiality nung cave, di ba?
Right.
Pinagbawalan yung community na nandun. So, ang ginawa ng community, since hindi na nila magawa yung kanilang rituals, vinandalize nila yung drawings.
Ayun.
Di ba? And that's very That's very
Right.
powerful.
Very
diba?
powerful.
Kasi they asserted their
place,
their
their
place.
space.
Yes,
Yeah.
tama. Para mabalik yung kanilang culture.
Oo.
Diba? Yung kanilang rituals.
Right.
And pwede na natin itong tingnan as an example that Quiapo, the community members of Quiapo could assert their rights as well kapag may hinder yung kanilang activities kapag nagawa na siyang heritage zone.
True.
Right. And I guess yun talaga yung problem diba? Like what you said, B, nga kanina, like meron nga tayong tangible and intangible heritage, pero it seems like that our focus is so much on the tangible. We just rely on what can be touched and what can be seen, no?
Oo, di ba?
Totoo.
Baka meron tayong, if I remember correctly, the term edifice complex.
Yeah.
Kasi mas
Yes.
kita siya.
Totoo naman.
Mas
Totoo.
kita siya. Kumpara, so kapag tinignan tayo ng ibang tao, or like, foreigners, ganon. Ito, developed yung place, yung space, and yung edifice nga niya.
Yes.
True.
Pero hindi nila alam na, to the detriment of the community.
Tama. And meron akong I think I was able to pick up a keyword from Jim. Can you guess what it is, guys?
Tao ba to?
Hindi, sabihin ko na lang, develop. The term develop. And I think that's a highly contested term Kasi diba, what exactly are we developing? Who exactly are we developing these things for? So with those hot, spicy questions, no? Siguro, let's ask ourselves, ano nga ba ang development para sa atin? Ano nga ba dapat ito? Perhaps B?
Okay, so for me, ang development ay dapat naaayon sa pamumuhay ng mga tao. Kung sino-sino yung mga nandun, kung relevant ba yung pag-develop sa buhay nila.
Right.
Kasi yun nga sa nasabi ni Jim earlier, meron tayong, yun nga, edifice complex. So parang mas pinapahalagahan yung pagkakaroon ng mga structures,
Right.
yung kagandahan ng mga structures na to over their functionality.
Right.
Ayun naman.
That's good.
Saka very intertwined yung concept. Well, actually, the modern concept of development sa progress, sa...
True.
Well, yeah, neoliberalism.
Yeah, exactly.
Capitalism. Masyadong... ang daming terms. Pero, ayun na nga, progress. Kapag hindi nag-subscribe sa progress,
Ay, hindi.
hindi pwede.
Oo.
Ganon.
Oo.
Kailangan gain ng gain. Ganon.
Exactly.
Up ng up.
Oo.
And that's a thing that we need to think about, I think.
Oo. Diba? Kasi there are developments that cannot forever be seen. Parang, diba?
Totoo.
Like, for example, maybe in our values.
Oo,
diba?
diba?
Sa pagpapakatao natin sa isa't isa, that could be a development.
True.
But our government right now, hindi naman nila
Oo.
pinapahalagahan yon kasi ang gusto nilang development, yung nakikita.
Oo.
Diba?
Oo.
Kaya mapapansin na natin yung mga projects talaga, it's always infrastructure, pagpapaayos ng kalsada.
Oo, diba? Tapos nung term ng isang mayor dyan, di ba?
Okay.
Ang daming pinatanggal na vendors,
Oh.
ang daming pinatanggal. Well, there are positive, there are positive effects. But then again, to the detriment of the community.
Exactly.
Yun.
Just for the sake of sabihin na, malinis tayo
Totoo.
dito.
Oo.
Totoo.
Walang eyesore.
Mm-mm.
Pero they're just sweeping things, the dirt under the rug. Pero we know that that's not right, diba?
Yeah.
Natatandaan ko nga dati, may na-interview about those clean-up drives na sabi,
Clean up drives.
para kasi may madaanan. Sabi
Oo.
nila, yung mga dumadaan na yan, may trabaho yan.
Tama.
Totoo.
Pero kami, ito lang yung pamumuhay namin.
Oo.
So, yeah.
Alright, so we've been talking non-stop, no? About development, how it can be defined, how it should be, and its gray areas. Pero, let's take it back to heritage. What is development in the concept, or in the context, of heritage?
Sa usapan naman ng development of heritage, ang lumalabas kasi dito ay parang mas minamarket ang heritage bilang isang produkto or commodity
Yes.
para
Okay, that's very nice.
makapag-invite ng mga turista na
Ayun.
magge-generate ng income.
Mm.
For, yun nga, to the detriment of the community, tulad ng sinasabi ni Jim earlier on.
Yes.
That's right. That's true, no? I agree with that, B. Na parang nare-render na lang as a commodity itong supposedly cultural heritage, no? Which is very unfortunate. But at the same time, we cannot really discredit no, kasi sabihin na lang natin, nag-generate pa rin ng income itong sites na ito kapag ginawa talaga siyang heritage site or heritage zone. Pero again, this also opens another question. Para kanino nga ba yung generate nating income?
Yeah.
Napupunta ba talaga to doon sa mga community members, yung mga nagtatrabaho doon sa Quiapo,
True.
or yung mga nakaupo ngayon sa gobyerno?
With that, I think it's time to face the question of whether possible ba talaga ang reconciliation ng development at preservation ng heritage. Kasi sa na-discuss kanina, nakikita natin na sa usapan ng development, parang hindi mahihiwalay ang economic. At the end, parang yun na yung pinaka nagiging orientation ng development. It is for economic. It is to gain money. Ayun.
On the flip side, pwede rin natin pag-usapan yung concept of preservation, di ba? Quiapo is an active place.
Right.
Buhay siya. Araw-araw,
True.
may dumadaan ng mga tao doon, may nagbebenta, may bumibili, may nagsisimba. Hindi siya
Exactly.
katulad ng Manonggol Jar na from a distant past already.
Okay.
Diba? Na pwedeng i-preserve talaga, i-restore and everything.
Yeah.
So, with paano mo i-conserve ang isang bagay na buhay, 'di ba? Na patuloy
Exactly.
na
That's a good
na
question.
It is.
gumagalaw, right?
Tama. So, ayun, that is a very interesting question, Jem, talaga, no? Siguro, ang sasabihin ng majority dyan ng mga experts, kailangan, kumbaga, maging so-called plastic. Yung mga ganitong living heritage or living infrastructures or artifacts, it needs to retain its shape, no, in the current time, but at the same time, dapat amenable rin siya
Yeah.
to change. Pero kasi, katulad nga nung nasabi natin kanina, actually natanong natin kanina, how does the implementation go? Ayun yung pressing question doon, di ba?
Yes.
Among the many pressing questions that
Yeah.
we introduced in this episode, marami tayong sinubukang sagutin.
Aha.
Pero mukhang mas maraming katanungan ang
Yeah.
ating nakuha. No?
Yes.
Pero hindi ko na areglohin pa yun kasi ganun naman talaga dapat yung mangyari. At alam naman natin na hindi ito marere-solusyonan ng simpleng pag-uusap lang.
Yeah.
No, kailangan sistemiko ang ating lapit sa mga issues na ganito na may kinalaman sa cultural heritage, lalo na sa konteksto natin dito sa
Yeah.
Pilipinas.
Yes.
Alright. That is our time, everyone. That is our time, listeners.
Thank you so
Maraming
much.
much. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. This might be our third and last episode. Pero tandaan natin, hindi natatapos ang ating
Pagmumuni-muni tungkol dito sa mga usapin natin.
pagmumuni-muni. Yes. Kaya tuloy natin ang
Pagbukas,
Pag-ungkat,
at pagsiyasat. Muli, ito ang
Tokador, ang Museum Podcast.